Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here, and today is September the 19th, which means that the Surviving the Fog tournament has begun. Now, I've been working on 6 of these tournaments over the past 6 months with Boomer Live and his crew over there at Dead by Esports, and we hope that you'll come out and watch this one as well. They just seem to be getting bigger and bigger. This is the 5th team tournament in a row, the 2nd crossplay tournament in a row, and they just seem to be gaining more and more traction. I think we actually filled out the full bracket of 64 teams this time, and we hope that you'll come out and watch the broadcast with our new sponsor, Trovo Live. If you don't know what Trovo Live is, it's another streaming service. That's where the tournament is going to be broadcast. And Trovo is owned by the Tencent Corporation, which I believe is the wealthiest gaming company in the world, and they're trying to get their name out there as an alternative or a rival to the main streaming services that you are familiar with, like the Twitches and the YouTubes of the world. So Trovo has kindly sponsored this event. They put up all the prize money for this event, and we hope that you will come out to Boomer Live's channel over there on Trovo and watch it with us, watch all the action. I'm going to be shoutcasting the action side by side with Boomer, and all the Dead by Esports staff are going to do a wonderful job behind the scenes, as they always do. Thanks very much to RFS for creating this render here, advertising the event. I really, truly appreciate it. And now I'm going to just run you through some of the rules so you can see what's going to happen on this tournament for the next 2 weekends. So let's see here. This should be the rules here. Dead by Daylight event, Surviving the Fog, sponsored by Trovo. The featured matches are going to be broadcast on the weekends of September 19th and 20th, and the 26th and 27th, and there are going to be some weekday matches that are played on secondary channels through the week. So the tournament's going to run from noon Eastern until it's finished, and Boomer Suds and I are the shoutcasters, guest shoutcasters to be determined, also with Epicism, and Cherry Blossom. Again, it's sponsored by Trovo, so you got to come out and watch it on Trovo Live here on Boomer Live's channel. Sign up forms, ignore that because the tournament is filled, the brackets are locked. But I do recommend that you sign up for the Dead by Esports Discord if this is something that you have a team that you want to participate with in the future, so that you can be in the next one next month. All right, overview. Team-based tourney. All participants must register on Discord to be confirmed. All participants must stay in the Discord throughout the tournament as well, so that staff will be able to contact the team and team captains during the event. Again, here's the Discord. Now, I saw some people complaining about why do they have to go on Discord. It's so that the staff can tell you when it's your turn to play. I understand that people who are on console have like built-in comm systems on their consoles, but we don't have that, and we can't talk to you, so we need to tell you when it's time to step up to the plate, or, you know, if there's a problem and you need to stop the game. It would be like having a sporting event without, you know, you can't hear any of the referees. So the Discord's very necessary. All right, so the brackets, the round of 64, all the matches are going to be played on the Hawkins Lab map. Round 2, when it's pared down to 32 teams, will be played on Azarov's Resting Place. The third round of 16 will be on the Sanctum of Wrath map from the Yamaoka Estate. The fourth round, the quarterfinals, will be on Father Campbell's Chapel when it's down to 8 teams. And the semifinals, 4 teams will be on the Ironworks of Misery on the Macmillan Estate map. And Unbreakable Round. So the 2 teams that lost in round 5 will play for 3rd place on the Thompson House. And round 6, finals part 1 will be on the Thompson House, and finals part 2 will be on the Cole Tower. All right, here's the prize pool, the breakdown. Over $1,000 in cash and prizes are available. First place team will get $400. Second place, $125. Third, $50. Fourth, $25. And there are going to be some random giveaways for viewers, so it's in your best interest to come and watch, and you can win some of these PayPal giveaways, the $20 or the $5 giveaways. And we give away a lot of other game codes and things too. So there's usually a giveaway going for every match throughout the day, just to reward you viewers for tuning in. And as always, we're going to be running Incent. Those cryptocurrency codes will be dropped on stream, so you'll be able to collect those and get your Incent, your reward for your loyalty for viewing. All right, moving on to the scoring. This is how the scoring works. Survivors get 2 points per completed generator, 3 points for surviving without being hooked, 2 points for escaping only hooked once, and 1 point for surviving after reaching struggle phase. So the killer will get 2 points for the first hook on each survivor, 2 points for the second hook, or if the person remains on the hook long enough for the entity to be summoned. Cages count as hooks for pyramids, hook count. Plus 1 point for each death, which includes a Rancor, Mori, Bleed Out, Final Judgment, Devour Hope, Mori, and Death on the Hook. Okay, so then it breaks down some examples of situations where the survivors are worth a certain amount of points. If you die to the EGC, it counts as a full stage 3 death. For example, if you were never hooked and the EGC kills you, it would count as plus 5 points for the killer. Bleed Out, if you die doing the Bleed Out, it counts just as a death phase. And the last hook survivor, if the survivor is hooked while being the only survivor left in the game, it counts as a full 3-stage death worth 5 points. Rules for the killer. Any killer can be used, but before the match starts, both teams must report what killer they'll be using in their personal chat and Discord. That's so that, like, if your team does really well in when you play Survivor, you might say, oh, I can use a different killer or something like that, just so that you have your choices locked in ahead of time. Once the first game starts, you cannot change your killer choice unless the restart rule is used. Restart means that somebody messed up the map or something, and then everybody got a peek at the perks, so they want to like adjust it. Restart rules take effect. There are no banned perks, which is something that we haven't ever done before. So you're going to see some no-ed in play. I'm interested to see how some of these new blight perks might be used in the game. Sounds pretty interesting. No body blocking for more than 10 seconds. So you can't like block off somebody from in a corner for more than 10 seconds, etc., etc. Okay, the killer offerings. Killer must use the offering of the bloodied blueprint that will force this basement to spawn in the shack every game. This is just for a consistency so that there won't be any RNG involved. Both teams will have basement spawn in the shack all the time. Hopefully. All right. Okay, so killer is the host and has to set the map correctly. If they don't, restart rules will take effect. Killer add-ons. You can use up to green add-ons with only 3 exceptions. Huntress can't use the Flower Babushka and the Mana Grass Braid. Oni can't use Scalp Top Knot and Yamaoka Sashimono or the Chip Saihai. And the Spirit can only use brown add-ons because I think she's a little broken right now as far as hearing footsteps. So just to make it so she isn't too OP, we just have the brown add-ons available for her. All right, survivor names. You shouldn't use the same name as survivors. You all have to have unique names. For example, you can't all be named Karen. Why would you all want to be named Karen anyway? We got enough Karens in the world, don't we? No offense to anybody out there named Karen. Survivor playstyle. Use any playstyle you want. Survivor items. Only 1 unique item per type per survivor. So 1 medkit, 1 toolbox, 1 flashlight, 1 firecracker. No duplicate items. And they have to be common or yellow. And only brown or uncommon add-ons for said items. No banned survivor perks except for Object of Obsession. And the only stipulation to that rule is that you can't have all the survivors load up the same perk. The perk can only be used 2 times among the 4 survivors on your team. So you can only have 2 unbreakables, 2 decisive strikes, etc., etc. Okay, if anybody brings any illegal items or add-ons, that will force the restart rules. And any items found in game can be used except for using key on the hatch. Nobody can ever use a key to open the hatch in these games. That's a DQ if you use the key. Survivor offerings. The bloody blueprint. At least one of the survivors must use this offering. Again, that's for the basement spawning rules. And all the survivors have to be unique characters. So you can't have 4 blendettes that are all dressed the same. You have to use 4 different characters on your team. Due to bugs, Ash is banned in the tournament. I'm not sure if that rule is going through all the way because there was some talk that maybe Ash had been fixed. But it seemed that Ash was bugged for a while. I haven't seen the full patch notes because I don't know if they ever put them out. But Ash was bugged for a while where he had like built-in Iron Will and Quick and Quiet. He could jump in lockers and it wouldn't make noise for the killer, so it was really weird. So we had taken Ash off the board. Not sure if that's staying in effect or not. And there are some known bugged perks right now. Camaraderie can kill you, and Decisive Strike. Certain killers have reduced stun time. There are 7 different killers that have reduced stun time, and the Decisive isn't going to be very effective on them. It's 2-second stun instead of a 5-second stun. So use Decisive at your own risk. Winner of each match is determined by your team's survivor and killer game scores added together. Highest overall score will win, and scores are based on the system above. And then we have tie-breaking rules here, and no lag switching, disconnection rules, etc., etc. And then this goes into the restarts. Who's at fault and what happens for the other side if there is a restart. Hopefully, we won't have too many of those restarts. And then no cheating, etc., etc. Well, that's about it. Teams must have at least 4 players. The killer can also be one of your survivors. No team can switch or add people once their team has played. And that's about it. So the payouts will be paid out by October the 5th. So that's the breakdown of those rules there. And yeah, we hope to see you over there on Trovo Live, over there on Boomer Live's channel. And hope you'll come out and support us. I have a Trovo account too. If you want to find me and give me a follow over there on Trovo. And hopefully this will go really well. If a lot of people come out and watch it, Trovo will want to do it again and try and make it even a bigger prize pool for everybody. And it should be a good time. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks again to RFS for making this graphic. It's amazing. See you there. Bye-bye.